If you love camping, then the Outdoor Retreat game pack will certainly float your boat. Or maybe I should say that it'll pump up your air mattress or unzip your sleeping bag. You know what I'm hinting at, being that this is all about the camping life. We're going to take a look at 5 of the best objects from the pack, and of course this is just my opinion, so if I miss an object that you yourself love, then please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Let's kick things off with what we all knew would be here, being tents. And I will flag that while there are 2 tents that become available through Outdoor Retreat, there's also a tent that becomes available from the Snowy Escape expansion pack. The best thing about tents is that you can pop them into your Sims inventory and whip them out wherever you like, meaning that they really do make camping incredibly easy in The Sims 4. While you can take them to other areas or worlds for a quick camping trip, you can also set them up in your backyard or on a campground style lot, and this can be super cute even for family gameplay by having child Sims sleep out in the backyard for a night, with children also given the ability to play in tents. Sims can relax, nap and sleep in tents, and of course they are a woohoo location. That's right, you can make almost any location a woohoo location simply by unpacking your tent there. Sims can wake up other Sims who are sleeping in tents, and if a Sim is relaxing in a tent, then another Sim who's at least a teenager can hop in and tell a ghost story to them, which gives the target Sim a scared +2 moodlet for 8 hours. Or sometimes even an energized moodlet. You can even use a tent to plan outfits should you lack a wardrobe. It's a little strange, but no judgment for our Sims' clothes storing choices. Overall, they just add lots of gameplay and can really enrich storytelling, whether you have a couple heading away to a camp or a group of teenagers going on a camping trip. Maybe it's about a teenager who has run away from home for the night and they're responsible enough to bring a tent to sleep in. For the next object, let's take a look at the coolers which come with the pack. These are rather handy and they function kind of like a very pared back version of a fridge, while also doubling as a seat. Love that versatility. Much like tents, these can be popped into your inventory and whipped out wherever you like, meaning you never have to go without food again. They function off the grid too, for anyone playing with the off the grid lot challenge enabled. While they're definitely helpful to have on hand, I do wish you could store a bit of food that you've made in them to extend how long it stays good for. But you know, that's a bit of a wish list. Moving on now to the Mick and Cable Horseshoe Pit. You can practice on this, which can provide a focused moodlet, and if other Sims are around, then you can start a game with them up to a maximum of 4 players, or random Sims might even join in with you if you're practicing. While sadly playing horseshoes won't raise any skills, it's still a good way to raise your Sims' fun and social needs, with the latter requiring you to be playing with other Sims. Note that Sims can get a wide array of moodlets after a game of horseshoes finishes, and that snobby Sims will become bored from playing. I think this object mostly shines when it's paired with a farm or country setting, and it can be a rather fun and cute little side activity to have at events and parties, and can even make for a cute date activity if you can stop others from joining your game. It's a bit awkward when they do. The 4th object we're going to look at is a quick one, being the Stumpy Chair, which yes, is a chair, as well as the memory wood stump, which is kind of like an end table. While these objects are pretty basic, I just love how they have the ability to completely blend in with an outdoor setting, allowing you to create very natural looking outdoor areas while giving them a little bit more utility. And now for the 5th object, we're turning our attention to campfires. And these are not to be confused with bonfires, which are much larger and which come with get-together, island living and werewolves. Campfires are much smaller and function a little differently to their larger flamed friends, and yes, I've decided they are friends now. Now you'll need to be at least a teenager to light these, and should you place them near flammable objects, then you'll find yourself causing chaos in the form of an out-of-control fire. Let's be honest, sometimes that's what we truly want. Sims will often get a cozy moodlet while near the fire, and you can play with the fire or add logs to it to keep it blazing. Note that adding too many logs too quickly can see a fire break out. On top of this, you can invite Sims to hang out with you by the fire, or even tell group stories to other Sims around it. Telling a good story will provide a happy moodlet to the teller, and depending on the type of story you tell, surrounding Sims will get a positive moodlet too. Sims with at least level 3 of the violin skill can play the violin around the campfire, and Sims with at least level 3 of the guitar skill can both play the guitar and sing around the campfire, though know that you'll need to have the relevant instrument in your Sims inventory. Note that if you have the City Living expansion pack, then singing songs around a campfire will raise both your Sims guitar and singing skills at the same time. Finally, know that you can also roast a few dishes on campfires too, including beetles, fish, hot dogs, veggie dogs, and marshmallows, the latter of which is rather cute, and while roasting marshmallows won't feel much hunger, it will provide a happy moodlet. And now, just before finishing up, I wanted to give a very quick mention to garden pots, which the Outdoor Retreat game pack allows you to make on a woodworking table once you reach level 2 handiness. While it functions just like a pot in that it lets you plant a single plant in it, I love that it matches the square planters in the game, including the regular bi-mode ones and the larger planter that the Outdoor Retreat game pack also lets you craft on a woodworking table. And with that, we're at the end. That's 5 objects from the Outdoor Retreat game pack that you need to start using. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. See you later.